Well, here we are around lunchtime on day 8. His birthday was yesterday. Well, it wasn't really, but it was his 7th day birthday.
A week.
Um, and we just thought we'd have a little bit of quiet time. And
And we were also recording a video and the camera died.
and the camera died. So it's a video blog, I guess. What do you call it? A vlog.
Just Noah's life.
It's Noah's life, and it's easier than writing it in an email. You just talk and then you upload it on YouTube. But he's here, he's relaxing, and he's shedding his skin like a lizard, and he's trying to get rid of his bilirubin in his blood. But
It looks a little bit better.
he actually does. I was noticing on his arms, it's become a little patchy, so it's not all yellow now, it's kind of yellow and white, which is even less attractive.
Yeah. So we were doing a video, I don't know, talking about what we have been doing, how we feel about all of this, and our experience with the baby. So it is an amazing experience. So we just wanted to also use this opportunity to also help other people, because when we started all of this, it's like,
Oh my God.
to just go from zero.
Yeah, especially the surrogacy piece, which is, you know what? Everybody has a view on whether a surrogacy is good or bad. But we were saying yesterday, we looked at him and kind of half jokingly said, "Do you think he's worth the amount of money we spent?" And then you go,
Which is quite a bit.
it could be 10 times more.
Yeah.
And you ask that question and you'd say, really? So,
But it's also sad, because I know lots of people who will love to go through this experience, and it is very expensive, and for you to be able to afford this is a huge it's not it's a struggle, I guess. It's like, you just have to.
well, it's like buying a house.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's that kind of a level of commitment, but
And they
it's not
also-
something you can pay off. You need to pay it up front, and before you start any of the processes and procedures, and there's no guarantees at the end of it, is there?
And the other thing is, like, we wanted to adopt, and our idea always, like 8 years ago, we talked about this and we said, let's have a family and let's have a baby, and we wanted to give an opportunity to a little baby there, or a kid, or whatever, that is that needs that love and that somebody to look after them, and we weren't able to, just because.
Because we've both got
Difficult.
penises,
Yeah, because it's difficult, because we're a same-sex relationship,
and I'm over 50, which makes it more difficult because. What?
Sure.
No, seriously. Once you get to, actually, it's not even 50. I think it's over 40. You start to kind of slide down on the list of waiting people, and
Which
also
is the best time for you to be able to afford kids.
yeah, and also once you're over 40, the availability of kids becomes kids that aren't newborns, that becomes older kids who may be 3 or 5 or 7 or whatever, and they're the kind of usually kids that have been waiting a long time, or they've been in foster homes, and it's harder. And I think in our situation, to bring a kid like that into an unusual family structure is probably tougher than being adopted by a husband and wife or whatever. So we gave it a go. We probably could have tried harder. We still may do that. We've talked about it in the future, which would be amazing. So we'll just see. I think we're just open to it, and but also too, over the last few years, laws have changed a bit. So especially in Colombia, right? They're changing.
Yeah. So let's hope that we can do that. And I don't know. There will be many people who are prepared to actually help kids all around the place. So anyway, this is our experience, and we were very lucky to be able to go through this. You know what I mean? So it's been a process of almost 2 years until a week ago. It was a process of 2 years to get all the documents ready, to to finalize. I mean, to choose an agency, to go through the list, to go to the money that we need
to interview
to
people,
save.
to be egg donors and surrogates, to make sure that you are choosing the right mix of people, because you become very close to these people.
Well,
Physically as well, especially on the day of the birth, as you can
and
imagine.
it's understandably, if people don't want to write to be attached to the egg donor or to the surrogate, or it's everyone's different choices, right? So we are very lucky that we are in contact with both of them.
Yeah, and we also had some friends who had done this before, who gave us their intelligence around the process. One was a baby conceived in Thailand, and the other was here in the States. Very different, mixed experiences, but good. Both of them had good experiences. In fact, one of the couples has their second surrogate here, and the others are also now looking at another baby as well. So, and they're both gay couples.
Yeah, we have a friend, a single parent, who I mean, he went through a few issues, because that's why we choose the States, because it's just everything is legalized. Everything is. I mean, that the doctors, the nurses, everybody is well prepared to look after all the babies and everything. And the surrogate, the egg donor, they go through all the psychological tests, everything. So everything is really in place.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sure about other countries.
It's all about the baby here, right? You get that. You get that feeling very clearly. Of course, everybody's very nice to you, and you're the parents. But at the end of the day, it's all about the well-being of the baby. All of the documentation, all of the checks at the hospital. You have to come with all of your paperwork and your court orders that state that you are the legal guardians. All of the checks and balances are in place. And that's not the case in some countries. And of course, it's obviously not as, I won't say expensive, it's more cost effective in other countries. But at the end of the day, you don't know what you're getting sometimes. Sometimes you don't even get to meet the surrogate, the person that's carrying your child. You don't know what their health is like, you don't know whether they're eating properly, you don't know whether they're being cared for, or the birth process. I mean, it's so... Unlike here, which is unbelievably organized. And for us, we had a seamless process. It's been extraordinary. And I guess that is something you need to factor in. And when you look at it, some people pay $200,000 for a car, right?
Yes, they can. So
what we're doing is paying it forward, and we're investing that kind of money in the baby, and making sure he gets rich and he can buy the $200,000 car himself for me.
Yes.
I don't want a $200,000 car, actually. I just want a nice little Honda. Just get me a Honda.
Anyway, it's been a good ride. It's been an excellent...
Well, it's only the beginning.
Yeah, which is, it's been amazing. Amazing.
So that's it. Give me a kiss. Give me a nice kiss. No.